Okay, let's play some games. We're on my desktop because I don't have this game in my front end. It is Outrun with force feedback. And the wheel will do this till you stop it. The emulator is Final Burn force feedback. It's based off an old version of Final Burn. So the emulation's missing a lot of things. There's no clouds in the sky. There's no buildings in the distance. There's billboards missing. That's why I don't have it in the front end. That, and the main thing is after your game ends and it plays the ending music, you start the next game and the ending music is still playing. And after the first game it gets some sound issues. But hop in here and
get ready.
it has the same shifter toggle hack that the main games have, where the shifter is controlled by one button and it toggles back and forth. It's a pain for anybody with a real shifter. I'll grab the wheel loose here so you can see the even just going around turns, there's pressure against the wheel. The force feedback is actually pretty good. It adds a lot to the game. Pretty impressive for the original not having force feedback in the wheel, aside from a shaker motor. It seems easier than the main version also. Then you start the next game and there's sound issues. So we'll go to my front end now. I use Mala. It's easy. I haven't put a whole lot of work into this. This one I threw together when I first built the cab, just to get stuff in here, and I haven't messed with it since. I don't like having the pictures of the control panels here because most of them are at a weird angle and they just don't look right. So my next version will not have that. I've got another version that made already that looks awesome on an LCD, but for some reason it doesn't look very good on this screen. This screen actually does pretty good though for S-video input. It looks pretty good. So we'll play some oddball stuff. Jambo Safari, this is running off the mule. This and Crazy Taxi are playable in Demule. Crazy Taxi works pretty good until after about 2 songs play, it starts having sound issues. This game looks pretty good.
Hey, hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi. Yep, yep, yeah. Day after day, I like the Go ahead and pick a car and driver. Billy Joe.
Yeah, we gonna have some fun.
Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go.
At your own service.
Good job. Push it to the cable car.
Yeah, we be on our way.
On this one, I keep the shifter mapped to the paddles because it makes it easier to do the boost. You hit the drive gear and punch the gas at the same time.
Hey, I am like, how do you today?
Watch it, honey. Just go.
Yeah, we be on our way.
Go straight, baby.
Right on. Nothing I can't handle. Yo, you need a ride?
Watch it, honey. You never kill me. I can't get to
You gonna love this.
Go straight, baby.
To move your butt.
Let's go.
Right on.
Yeah. Move it, baby.
Right on.
California Speed, it took me some tweaking and some processor upgrades to get it working pretty good. It's pretty solid now.
California Speed, the fastest driving game ever. The Mojave Desert. Choose your car. Select a transmission.
And in MAME, no matter which transmission you select,
Manual.
it'll give you the automatic. I don't know if it affects your top speed or not.
On your mark, get set, go! He's catching up.
hear there's still some sound issues, but extremely playable.
Cool! A new fast time!
I don't really play too many of the main games. Cruising USA, Cruising World is in there. I don't really care for them, but they're popular, so everybody usually goes for those in Daytona USA. Off-Road Challenge is labeled as imperfect in MAME. It's not too horrible as long as you select the in-truck view. You can still see other competitors' vehicles through the hills and stuff, but it's fairly playable. San Francisco Rush, it just started being fairly playable with the last upgrade. I'm not very good at it. Rush the Rock is in the list, but it's not actually playable on the version of MAME that I have in here. I put it on there because I wanted to compare it to the PC version, but ended up not working. Since I'm already not good at this game, I'm going to pick automatic. There we go. We have the new Model 2 stuff. The Model 3 stuff.
Select course by wheel and step on gas pedal.
There's still something about the engine sound in virtual racing. It just sounds right, even though it's nothing like a real race car engine. And it's pretty much, I got 39 arcade games in here. PC games, I don't have pictures and stuff set up for them. Outrun 2006 is a must-have for PC games, even though it doesn't have force feedback. These are Dreamcast. Got Hydro Thunder for the Dreamcast, isn't bad. San Francisco Rush 2049. I had a hard time getting the console emulators dialed in, though, as far as the analog controls go. This is Nintendo 64. Ridge Racer 64 on that is a good reason to have it. There's also some games, good ports that aren't playable in MAME for most people. San Francisco Rush and San Francisco Rush 2. And we'll do a round of Ridge Racer 2 and see how I do.
Ridge Racer 2. Ridge Racer 2. We're ready and waiting for you. Come on, pull up to the starting line.
Oops.
3, 2, 1, go!
Main thing in Viva Nano is not touching the other cars or the walls, because they slow you down horribly. So already I've touched the walls enough that I'm not going to finish first place. You have to be fairly perfect on intermediate and completely perfect on advanced.
That was a tough race. Watch for the checkered flag next time.